program. Excellent. Well, unlike a magician, trainers, we share our secrets. So I'm going to give you 5 different tips that's going to help you develop your own training program to achieve what you want to achieve. Give me a moment, I'll go get ready. Righto, I've got the training gear on, let's get stuck into it. But you know what? First thing isn't going to be going out and running around. We've got to start writing some things down. So to do that, I need Willow's whiteboard. Now with Willow's whiteboard, what we want to do is work out, firstly, what do you want to achieve with your training program? Do you want to lose fat? Do you want to increase fitness? Okay, do you want to just have good general health? Okay, be able to play with the kids, or be able to run around in the backyard with the dog. Okay, or go for a walk, or walk upstairs without getting puffed. Whatever your goals are, whatever you want to achieve, very broadly, as you can see, these are very broad, that's where we need to start. Because from there, we need to start looking at your goals. So, we want to decrease fat. Fantastic. We need to break that down into some short-term goals and some long-term goals. Okay, so long-term, maybe in 12 months' time, you want to be, I don't know, say 10 kilos lighter. Okay, now it's important when we're looking at fat loss is not to go too hard, too fast. Okay, we want to be gradual. We want to make it a lifestyle. So our training program really needs to reflect our lifestyle. We need to incorporate things that we're going to enjoy doing. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Isn't surprising. So, short-term, long-term goals. Short-term, okay, over the next 3 months, I just want to get into a routine. Okay, that might be one of my short-term goals. Is a routine where I'll train regularly 4 to 5 times a week. Okay, I might want to have lost 3 kilos of body fat. Okay, get some specific goals written down so that we can monitor how we're going. Okay, now you've worked out what you want to achieve. We've put some short-term, some long-term goals in place, and we've written them all down because that's really, really important. Okay, so now we need to look at where you're currently at. Because we can't write a program to develop yourself over time unless we know what position you're in at the moment. So we need to look at some testing. Whether that's sitting on the scales, standing on the scales even, or taking some measurements, or doing some specific, if you're looking at a specific sport, some skills testing, some strength testing, okay, some distances or times. I want to increase my speed over 400 metres, so I'm going to test myself now on a 400 metre run. Time me, I'll be back. How'd I go? It went alright? Beauty. Okay, so now I know how quick I can do a 400 metre run. I can start putting together a training program of how I can assist in increasing that speed. Okay, so I might look at some interval work. Okay, I might look at some long distance things first because when I looked at my current situation, my aerobic base was pretty ordinary, so I need to do some longer runs, okay, just to build that up. Because it's really important with the training program that we build it up and progress. If we start out too hard without having done anything previously, we're going to burn ourselves out. If we start out steady and progress along and see how we're improving, then that's good for motivation and that's good for getting the results you want. Okay, but we've got to look at where we're currently at, which we just did, and now what do we need to develop? I need to develop my speed and endurance, so I'm going to work on that. If I needed to develop specific strength or specific skills or power, okay, I can start putting programs together. I can start writing actual training sessions to target those specific energy groups or specific goals that I've got. If I want to lose body fat, I know I need to get my heart rate up. I know I need to put some long distance things with some shorter, higher intensity. So I'm going to mix up my volume and my intensity. Okay, so I'm going to have to eat well, okay? But that's another story for another time, okay? We'll talk about nutrition later. So, identifying what we need to achieve, we can start writing specifics into our program. Okay, now, we've got one more thing. The last thing we need to do is put it all together into a long-term program. Okay, so we're going to break it down. This week I'm going to do 5 sessions. First session is going to be a 40-minute walk. Second session is going to be an upper body gym workout. Okay? Third session might be a circuit session, which is going to be a lot higher intensity. Fourth session on Thursday, I'm going to have a bit of an easy rest day. I'm just going to might go for a bit of a swim or a bit of a ride, something a little bit easy. Okay, Friday, I'm going to hit the gym. I'm going to do my lower body. Saturday, well, if I'm training 6 days a week, maybe I'm doing some a long distance run. Okay, low intensity, long distance. So we specifically write down what we're going to do. Okay, we do that for this week, for next week, over a 6-week period. Okay, so we've got everything mapped out, written down so that we can start recording how we're going and what we've been doing. Now, after that 3-month period, or that 6-week period, okay, the next phase, we're going to change things around and we're going to keep progressing. We're going to do some different things, okay? Oh, what might we do, okay? We might start making things a little bit harder. Whatever it might be, we've got it written down over a period of time so we know what we've got to do now, what we've got to do in the next phase, in the next 3 months or the next 6 months, and we can monitor how we're progressing. We do some testing, we see how we're going, and Bob's your uncle. Suddenly you're on your way to achieving the goals. You're dropping some fat, you're increasing your fitness, you're feeling good, and you've done it all by yourself. Well done, you can do it.